As a parent, I think we need to give ourselves grace, circle back when we need to, and we need to give our kids grace because this is their first time trying to navigate these waters as well. And it is going to be messy and bumpy. And I love that you said, I said I did it wrong. And then they call me and they go, yep, you did this part wrong. And I'm grateful to my kids when they tell me that could have gone better, and here's what it could have looked like. I think where it gets hard is when they don't know what they need. That's really tricky. And so we have to be even more patient when they don't know what to say about what they need. And I experienced that with some of my kids too. Like, what do you need it to look like? And they don't have an answer. And so then we have to wait because there's not much we can do until they share with us what it could look like.
I was going to say that reminds me of just even counseling. And, one of the things they teach us is not to jump in, to let the person kind of sit with it. And it's really uncomfortable to sit with someone when they're trying to figure out their stuff.
And you're going, it's been a month.
Right.
It's been 6 weeks. When,
right.
when do I get to be back in relationship? Because
right.
we're waiting for them to know, to figure out, to talk to us. It's really hard.
It's hard.
And we have to give them the space to do it.
Yes.
And then balancing but I'm here, just so you know, I'm still here loving you.
I'm still here. Yeah.
It's tricky. It's tricky territory for sure.
Yes.
And that really leads me to the last topic we have to discuss, which is really letting go.
I don't think I've done that yet.
It's so hard.
It's really
so hard. And I think that's where relying on, if you're lucky enough to have a spouse that you get along with and find things in common, that piece is really critical, is going, it's time for us to rebuild the foundation that was so ever important, but refocusing on us and what we need and how do we need to move forward, because letting go is the natural trajectory of what we're meant to do and what they need from us, even though it's so incredibly challenging.
But it will be better for them. They will be better people for it.
Sure.
Stronger, more resilient, and we'll all find our way.
And they then get to be proud of themselves for the achievements that they accomplished, because it wasn't about us and they did navigate it, and they can lean in and ask us questions and advice if they want to, but ultimately they get to take the credit for the outcomes. And I think that's what we have to be excited about. But then we also don't have to take responsibility for the outcomes when they're less than favorable.
Yes.
And that's the freedom of letting go too, of saying, listen, that is really hard. What you're going through is just hard.
Right.
And I am not judging you for it. I have a lot of compassion, but I also am not really supposed to fix it for you.
Right. And that's hard too.
It's hard to sit in the discomfort of choices that we know are painful for our kids. So this ultimately, though, helps us to rekindle that parent-adult friendship or adult friendship that can be so beautiful. And the counterintuitive piece that I'm learning in my own journey right now is my ability to be better at letting go is cultivating better friendships in my adult children, and absolutely will do so as that becomes more known and tuned into. Would you agree?
I absolutely would. I think that's the evolution again of the family, and how we always had traditions, and traditions can change.
Absolutely.
And so as we become adults, and they need to, they're going to bring in stuff to us and enrich our lives too, of things we would never have tried.
Absolutely. And so exciting to have the ability to have the dynamic fluidity of what can life look like and change into.